This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
Check. Microphone checker.
Check it.
Microphone checker.
Check it.
25th of February. The year is 2021 of the Lord, of the Christ, of the earth. To some people. My name is Corey Winfield.
Marney Winfield.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Today was a pretty good little day. I had the day off today. Didn't have to drive anybody. Didn't have to do nothing.
Not really a whole day off. But
No, excited to go to the dentist.
There's always work to do.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there was some other stuff I had to do. But, hey, I got to chill out at the crib, for a hot minute. So that was good. It was very, very good to me.
Went to the dentist.
Mm-hmm. Today is something that you have worked really hard for.
Yeah.
It was your year and a half. Sobriety day. Look at you.
I know it.
Getting married. Getting jobs.
I know.
Doing big things.
It's amazing.
You're very inspiring to the women out there. And the men, I'm sure, as well.
Thank you. Thanks.
That you can do it. You can look at life like, oh, this is me. Oh, this is what I've been telling myself and who I am. Oh, I'm such a bad person. I'm a loser. I can't do this. I can't do that. Ugh. You can stay in that mode, or you can go, I'm going to flip that. Because deep down, we all have that drive. We all have that, what we want to be, what we can be, and what we're settling for. And sometimes you do have to settle for a hot minute, and that's kind of more like getting by. Mm-hmm. Like when you took it, you don't just land the dream job right off the bat. And not saying that you've landed your dream job. I know that you haven't, but you're working toward your dream goal. Mm-hmm. And, the steps on the way up, you got to take them. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we weren't born into the elevator passes. Some people do get passes. I wasn't born into that. Mom, not hating on you for that, but would have been nice. Not really. No. Born with money. Some people think money is going to solve all my problems.
Oh, no.
If I just had enough money to pay the bills, I wouldn't drink. Yeah, you would. You'd drink even more. Mm-hmm. But if I just had money to pay the house payment and to pay my child support, and then I wouldn't use drugs.
Right.
Yeah, you would.
It does not work.
You just use more.
Yeah. And
they say people with money, like, they have it hard too, because a lot of people are their friends because they have money. Like, the people don't really like them. And I'm sure some people really do like them. But I have to always be on guard, like, what's this person want? What's this dude want?
Right.
I'm broke. Nobody ever asked me for money. It's great. But could you imagine always people asking you for money, and your family members always asking you for money?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my phone's ringing again, but he asked me for money. That would get real old.
Yeah.
Real quick.
It would make you feel sad inside.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really wants me for me, kind of thing. I never had that problem either. So, but.
Yeah. This is PPPs. Poor people problems.
Oh, right.
Because
gotcha.
our PPs, we came up with that. The rich people problems.
Oh, okay.
But we got PPPs.
Never heard that before.
PPP. I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, somebody probably had made it up a long time ago, but I didn't hear of it. Mm-hmm. So, I guess I could take credit.
Yeah.
Buy your PPPs t-shirt now. Mm-hmm. $4.
Right.
Now, you want your RPP t-shirt, that's going to be $38. It's a difference. Uh-huh. Rich people problems,
Right.
Because we don't want the poor people thinking they can go out and buy rich people problem t-shirts. That's what we could do. We could flip the price on them. So the rich people problems would be like $2 for a t-shirt, and the poor people problems t-shirt would be like $80. So poor people ain't gonna buy a poor people problem t-shirt for $80. So we have the rich people walking around with PPP, poor people problems t-shirts, and then poor people walking around with rich people problems. Confuse everybody. And then they wear them all to a Trump rally.
Just try it out. See what happens.
They wouldn't know who to fight. Like, why are those rich people fighting each other? Like, they're not. Those are really poor people with problems fighting each other. Wait, what?
You're confusing me now.
No, I saw the guy get out of the Lamborghini. He had a poor people problems t-shirt on, but the guy who rolled up in the rich people problems had like a 86 Ford Escort. I think it has so much rust on it I couldn't tell. It'd be funny in my mind. All right, cool. He will be ready. Just got a text.
Oh, great.
For Saturday.
Oh, one of your rides.
Yeah.
Good.
So now we have plans.
Fantastic.
There's something I was going to talk about today besides t-shirts. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Oh, congratulations on a year and a half.
Thank you.
Yes, I think that's where it started.
Okay.
But yeah, congratulations. That's good.
Thanks.
Got you a special coin and thing.
Yeah, I did.
So, yeah, good job.
Thanks.
We were talking earlier in the car. Well, you were about how it was in reference to your mother and how you said, do you ever just say, I'm sorry for what I put you through? Is that what you said? Something like that.
Yeah, I was just, well, we actually had the opportunity to go out to dinner tonight, and it was to a place it's out of town of Traverse City, not far away, but in the town where my mom lives. And so I was just texting her saying that we were going to be by there and what have you. And it was a nice little conversation, just kind of back and forth banter. And for some reason, this feeling came over me about how grateful that I was that she doesn't have to worry about me like she used to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember how I worded it, but yeah, I did say, do you ever just think about wanting to say, hey, just so you know, I'm sorry about everything that I put you through, just out of the middle of nowhere, and what kind of peace of mind that she must have these days, knowing that she doesn't have to worry about me dead in a ditch somewhere or laid up in a hospital, going through withdrawals, or God forbid, somewhere else, not alive. And God, the sleepless nights, and, you know, the not answering phone calls for weeks on end. And she doesn't have to worry about that anymore today, you know. And I don't know, I'm sure there's random times that it occurs to her how much has changed just in this last year and a half, you know. Maybe that was my year and a half realization. I don't know. But, I mean, it comes to me every once in a while. And it makes things real again, you know, just kind of like puts things into perspective. Like, wow, that's the kind of stuff that she used to have to worry about on a daily basis. Like, is my daughter even alive? And that's scary, sad, so. But, no, it was a nice little dinner, and we went at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for like lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice. We had the whole restaurant to ourselves.
So I'm distracted. The washer and dryer or whatever's going.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that was on.
Nuts. I was like, yeah, we can do some laundry later after the podcast. And then it's all I hear. I don't know. It might not even be picking up on the microphones, but it's all I can hear. It's driving me silly. Than I normally am.
Oh, okay.
But when you said that, though, it made me think, you know, there were times where I would think about wanting to say that, you know, but I don't know. I stopped saying sorry such a long time ago. And I look at it, and the way I word it to my mom now, and she knows what I mean, is that I gave her an opportunity to realize what a strong woman she was.
No, I mean, that's the way to look at it, yeah.
It's like, hey, Mom, I gave you the opportunity to be a stronger woman, and you had no idea you would be this strong. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. So that's just how I say it to her, because it's like, sorry, yeah, I just...
Well, and the thing is, too, is a year and a half is not that much time, you know, in the whole scheme of things. But at the same time, it is, you know. And when you think about, I'm constantly kind of passing along the message that when you're trying to rebuild relationships and rebuild trust in early recovery, it's hard. It's really hard to do because nobody takes you seriously. everybody's used to being let down. Everybody's been hurt over and over again by you. And basically, your sorries don't mean anything anymore. And so by saying you're sorry, it's just kind of like condescending, I guess. Mm-hmm. Even if you actually truly mean it, when you're in, you actually making progress and it's sincere and what have you. But so I've always passed the message as, don't tell people that you're sorry for your behaviors. Show them that you're sorry by working on you and every day being a better you and proving to them that you're serious about this and that you are sorry. And within that is showing that you want to be a better person. You want to be the better you that you are inside. And, but I don't know. There's something to be said of when you are kind of feeling like you're solid, in your program and things have been going good. Nothing is for sure ever. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's any kind of graduation from, being recovered. You don't get recovered. I'm in recovery. It's a everyday thing. But, feeling like I don't think I'm going to pick up today, And then for whatever reason, just, out of the blue kind of just hit me like all the old crap that I used to put her through. And I'm like, look at us having this little back and forth, texting about nothing really. And, at times she's like probably happy that I'm annoying her with this little stuff because there were days where she would have prayed for crap like that. So.
Yeah, they must feel like my mom and your mom are talking about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like they both know, hey, we're just one bad decision away from getting right back where we were, losing it all again. Mm-hmm. So there's that, but I think there's more like 98% of, like they're just so thankful. Thank you, Lord, you answered my prayer finally. That we figured it out and that we didn't die. No parent wants to bury their kid, that's for sure. And to addiction, it's something that sometimes they take a little more personal, like, oh, I should have done this, or if I would have just done this, or if I'd have been better at this, or if I would have made Marney do this, maybe she wouldn't have, went down this path. And to do that, it's just silly. Mm-hmm. It's nothing that they did. And could they have done this? No, they could have locked us in the basement until we were 18 and got out and we went on first thing, ran out and drank. I mean, you can't play that game of, I should have done that, I would have done that. And if you have a son or daughter who's struggling with addiction, what are you doing right now to prevent those? I could have, I wish I would, what you're doing now can prevent that. Mm-hmm. Oh, but they're going to hate me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whatever, like you're helping them.
Yeah.
And it's not even the same person. If the person's full-fledged in addiction, it's not the same person. They're not the same person. They're not the real person that they are. They're the addicted version of themselves, which most cases probably not good. Mm-hmm. A lot of lying, cheating, stealing does happen. Mm-hmm. And just like they hurt you, by you giving it straight to them, you're afraid you're going to hurt them. And then there's the anger part of it too, the frustration, the not understanding. Why can't you just stop? Mm-hmm. We've been through this before. You've looked me in the eye and you promised me you're never going to do this again.
And here we are.
And boom.
Yeah.
Get a call and I got to go rescue you from the hospital because you overdosed. And I thought we were done with this, like what in the F can I do? And that's frustrating. I mean, I don't know it firsthand, but I've seen it.
Because we were on the other end and heard those words said to us.
Yeah. I've talked to parents too, they're just like, what do I do? Yeah. I don't know. Call my mom. I've had people call my mom before. I'm like, call her. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I could have tried to BS them, but I was like, no clue, man. My mom was like, you got people calling me now? So you put me on the payroll? I was like, yeah, it pays $0.
Isn't that funny?
That's not how much I get paid. $0.
Yeah.
But it's good. I think she kind of enjoys it. I mean, she doesn't enjoy hearing the story again. I think it kind of brings her back to a place where she didn't really like to be either,
I think that's why my mom doesn't want to be on. the podcast. I mean, she's gonna have to suck it up, but she needs your mom for like moral support.
She's like, no, Corey's mom likes to talk, so I'll just go, yep, and then let Sandy take over. Mm-hmm. No, they get along, so that's good. I'd be afraid of that podcast.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be a long one. Get comfortable when you get make yourself some popcorn.
And we have like 1,300 hours of podcasting open, so that we can.
What are we gonna call it?
Oh no, Armageddon. I don't know.
Oh man, no, they're very much alike.
We gotta set a date for them and just say, "Hey,
yeah,"
and we'll start promoting.
I'll make a poster. That's the only way it's really gonna happen.
I'll make a poster of them. Put
or
pictures
that might like backfire, and then they'll like try to get out of it if we actually make a date.
No,
we just surprise them. No,
surprising them wouldn't work. But if they had a whole 4 months to prepare for it.
No, there's no preparing. I think this got to just be like off the cuff.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day. This Mother's Day 2021. Tune in.
Oh man,
as
let's do it.
My mother and Marney's mother talk about their
Unleashed.
Awesome children who put them through
Mother's Unleashed.
The best opportunities to learn about themselves, struggle they've ever had. Mother's Day 2021. Lasers. That's a promo I just threw together.
I know. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. I make them a lot better in Adobe Audition. But I'll put it together, a little promo.
Okay.
We'll see when your mom listens to this.
Okay.
My mom, we'll probably get a text in a day or two. Oh my God, what? I'm not doing. No, my mom be like, hell yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
I'm down. I can't wait to dish. Mm-hmm. Because she still says, all those stories you have wrong, Corey. Okay. But I really don't want storytelling.
No, I know.
More about how they dealt with. I mean, they can tell one story.
Or tried to deal with.
Right. How, what they can help other people with. That's what we'll tell them.
Yeah.
How can you help other mothers out there?
Yeah. And that's one thing that I think that lots of times when people, especially like in open talks, you'll notice that you'll feel like a lot of it's just like story after story after story, and it's just almost depressing. Mm-hmm. And people can get on that track of doing that. But I think that there's nothing wrong with bringing up like the awfulness of your past, like in portions, as long as there's a lesson along with it. As long as it's geared towards some sort of, hope or inspirational, in some kind of direction, other than just like, here's a crappy story of all the stuff I went through. And then it's like, but now, and all you have to say at the end of it is, but here I am now, which that's a great ending, because that's great. They've overcome that stuff. But when you just hear so much of like negative, and there's no resolve really, it's kind of saddening. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping that our moms will do, is not focus on the sadness and that, but try to give a little guidance on what they did right, obviously, even if it was painful at the time.
Mother's Day 2021.
Pew pew pew.
Man.
We'll see. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna make a flyer up and everything, an earth thing. So, looking forward to that. Still on our coffee. We'll check in on that. Still waiting to hear, I guess, from some other places. Mm-hmm. One place or two places, kind of. Like the first one that we tried, if we had to go with them, sure. Just don't listen to the podcast where I said that the coffee was meh. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll really like it. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like,
knock your socks off.
Yeah, like, man, try this coffee. Like, you're going to want to buy this coffee. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, man, it's Folgers, whatever.
No, this isn't Folgers.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, people are like, well, I'm buying Folgers, Some people like it. Some people think it's really good. Mm-hmm. I don't mind it. That's what I drank before you started getting all the fancy foo-foo coffee. Which some was okay, some eh. But I just figure if we're going to put our name on it, if we're going to have our logo and our name attached to it, if it's going to raise money to help people in early recovery, then I want it to be a good cost, and I want it to be a damn good coffee. Mm-hmm. So we're waiting. So hopefully you appreciate that we're doing that. And,
worth the wait, yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll tell you how to get it and buy it and all that good stuff for sure. But yeah, we're still waiting on that. The hats, I ordered some hats. They're the white ones. I think I have a picture somewhere, maybe. I don't know if it's on my Facebook or the website, but it's white and it has 217 recovery, and the right-hand side, or is it the left-hand side? Left-hand side. Like if I put it on, so it'd be the right-hand side. If you're looking at me, it'd be to your right. And it's right justified. It looks pretty cool. A lot of people are like, oh, damn, I want a hat like that. Well, now you're going to have a chance. But I'm still waiting on the proof to get sent back to me. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty easy to proof that one, like, yep, looks just like what I sent you, thanks. Mm-hmm. But they do that, and then they ship it, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll have a spot online for you to buy those. Our app, if you could probably see the look that I just gave, Marney would. Well, how would you describe that look? Like I had a fart, diarrhea.
No, I was not like going into a coma, kind of like, or passing out.
Yeah, the app. All right, so they had to resubmit it through Google, which they think they did this morning. It said it takes 24 hours, something like that. Maybe that was yesterday. I get so confused. And then today, I was like, okay, well, what about the Apple? The iOS app, how come that doesn't work right? How come the audio thing just plays an old ass episode that isn't even supposed to be there? And then they said, oh, well, we just need to publish it again. That's their answer for everything. Oh, we just need to publish it through Apple again. Damn it. So they did that today. And then they told me before that could take up a couple weeks. So here I am waiting on that.
It will be fixed though.
Yeah, because they said they pulled it from the Google Play Store. Mm-hmm. Because some information, but we just need to click a little disclaimer.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, okay. So let's update on that. 217recovery.com is our website. I know Anna posted a blog the other day, a new one. I had one up there last week sometime, but if you haven't read it, go check it out. Marnie's got some blogs up there from the past and some kind of recently. So check out our blogs. You never know what's going to inspire you or maybe help somebody else, what they're going through. Never know. There's resources from just getting out of jail to sober living to food banks, all kinds of info on our resources that can help you. Suicide awareness, suicide prevention. Mm-hmm. Kirsten's right, can hook you up with that. But different resources, different people, different times. And there's some hope on there too.
Yes.
So check out 217recovery.com. We'll be back on Saturday from a undisclosed location, secret spot. We're looking forward to telling you about it. I hope. If not, well, then we'll just be right here. But either way, Saturday, we'll talk to you then.
All right. See you then.
See ya. And stay sober.
There you go.
Like that? Mm-hmm. Okay.